Hey to everyone out there watching, it's JT from Keystone Crew Outdoors. Welcome back to Keystone Crew's Fantasy Fishing Pick Show. Sorry for the late video. I know we're cutting it closer than I usually would. I like to get the videos out on Monday, but I was out of the country celebrating my 5th wedding anniversary. As always, thank you for tuning in to our channel and supporting our channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate it if you did. We're a long way away, but to help us get to our next milestone that I set, 300 subscribers. I feel like that's a little ambitious for me, but who knows? I'd also love it if you guys like the videos, especially if you like the content or use the advice that we give on here. Keep the comments coming. I love the feedback, and I try my best to get back to all you guys who take time out for me. We're heading into the 8th fantasy event of the year. Only 3 events left, so the ship has probably sailed to have a chance at the grand prize. But Bassmaster and their sponsors are still awarding prizes for each of the tournaments. So if you haven't signed up yet, head on over to bassmasterfantasy.com and sign up. After signing up, search the Groups tab for Keystone Crew and join our group. Following your lineups makes watching on Saturday and Sunday on Fox Sports 1 so much more fun because you kind of have some skin in the game there. Speaking of our group, let's take a look at our leaderboards for both Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing and Falcon Rod's Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge. First, through 7 events for Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, we've got BC Outcast B. Crosby in first, R.A. Clark, R. Clark in second, Slip Corkin for Bass, S. Tarpley in third, Zipper 81, Z. Brandhorst in fourth, and rounding out the top 5, we've got Sticker B. Crane in 5th. I'm sitting in 30th place if you're wondering, and my mom using the Keystone Crew picks is in 8th. If you've used the Keystone Crew research picks all season long, your meter's at 98.5%, which has you at number 485 out of everybody playing. I did the math. It's roughly about 32,333 people, if I did the math correctly. So 485, very, very respectable. Our leader in the last event at Wheeler Lake for fantasy fishing was Racer27 P. Zanstra with a total of 1,106 points. And our leaderboard through 7 weeks for Falcon Rod's Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge. We've got Bassman 0205 B. Woodruff in first, Kentucky Christian Outdoors J. Hall in second, C. Good C. Goodson in third, Big Rube 82 R. Leon Jr. in 4th, and rounding out our top 5, Missileman 77 R. Thompson in 5th. If you're wondering how Keystone Crew picks are, we're in 18th place. And if you went with our picks all season long, your meter's at a respectable 92.3%. I'd like it a little bit higher, admittedly, but still respectable. We're in the dark green. Our leader in the last event at Wheeler Lake for Drain the Lake was Bassman 0205 B. Woodruff with a total of 1,772 points. Normally, I like to do results videos separate, but being away this week didn't really allow for it. So here's a quick look at how the picks fared at the last event at Wheeler Lake. In Bucket A, our best finish was John Garrett with 4th place. In Bucket B, our best finish was Lee Livesey with a 12th place finish. In Bucket C, the best finish was Logan Parks with an 8th place. In Bucket D, our best finish was Keith Combs with a 23rd place. And in Bucket E, our best finish was Cole Sands with a 19th place. If you're wondering how my picks did on my personal account, my picks finished like this. Logan Parks was my highest angler with 8th place. And the crew research picks, the ones that you should have gone with, finished like this. Or maybe not this tournament because they didn't do so hot, to be honest with you. McKinney with a 22nd was the highest. So, like I said, maybe you shouldn't have gone with them this time around. But still, if you've been using our picks all year, you're at that 98.5%. It's like great. And here's the Drain the Lake results. We had 7 out of the 8 in the top 40 and 2 of them in the top 10. So pretty good in Drain the Lake this week too. Now that we've checked out how our group is doing and some results from the last event, let's jump into the 8th event of the year for fantasy fishing and the 7th stop on the Bassmaster Elite Series, taking place from June 27th through the 30th, 2024, Smith Lake from Cullman, Alabama. Smith Lake is a reservoir in North Alabama, located on the Sipsey Fork of the Black Warrior River. It covers over 21,000 acres, or 32.81 miles, and has 500 miles of shoreline. It's the deepest lake in Alabama with a max depth of 264 feet and one of the largest earthen dams in the eastern U.S., stretching 2,200 feet in length and a height of 300 feet. Common species of fish are largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, spotted bass, white bass, and Guadalupe bass. For this tournament, though, largemouth, smallmouth, and spotted bass are all in play, and it'll make for a mixed bag weigh-in. On to the real reason you're watching, the picks for Wheeler Lake. Here's my research-based picks. Once again, I power rank the Bass Pundits articles, the different videos I watch on YouTube and stuff, and here it goes. Here's our power rankings. For Bucket A, I have Wesley Gore, 4.6%. Jordan Lee, 29.1%. Patrick Walters, 6.0%. John Cox, 6.1%. And Cody Huff, 4.0%. My pick and the Cruise Research pick this week are going to match up. My pick's Wesley Gore, 4.6. Crew Research pick, Wesley Gore, 4.6%. In Bucket B, we've got Logan Parks, 15.3%. Greg Hackney, 4.4%. Matt Airy, 8.4%. Will Davis Jr., 21.3%. And Jacob Porosnik with 4.0%. My pick that for my personal account is Will Davis Jr. with 21.3% owned. And the Cruise Research pick, the one you guys should go with, is Logan Parks, 15.3%. I know we're kind of doubling down. We took him last tournament too. In Bucket C, I've got Taku Ito with 10.0%. Kyoya Fujita, 14.5%. Austin Felix, 1.8%. Jeff Gustafson, 3.8%. And Kyle Welcher with 34.2% owned. My pick is Taku Ito with that 10% owned, and the Crew Research pick is also Taku Ito with the 10.0%. The spotted bass kind of act like smallmouth, and Taco loves smallmouth Disneyland, so let's hope that he can translate it. In Bucket D, we've got Bob Downey, 4.5%. Followed by Joseph Webster, 14.2%. Kenta Kimura, 12.3%. Mike Iconelli, 1.8%. And Steve Kennedy, 7.1%. My pick is Bob Downey with that 4.5%. And the Cruise pick is also Bob Downey, 4.5%. Bucket E, we got Gerald Swindle, 19.9%, followed by Bryant Smith, 10.9%, Cole Sands, 11.5%, Scott Martin, 4.3%, and Joey Cifuentes, 5.9%. My pick for the personal account is Scott Martin, 4.3%, and the Cruise Research pick, the one you should go with, is Gerald Swindle, 19.9%. Tie-breaking weight, I'm not really sure on. I expect between probably like 14 to 16 pounds a day. So I'm going with 56 pounds, 1 ounce in this one. Quick recap here. The picks that I'm using on my account in bucket A, I got Wesley Gore, 4.6. Bucket B, Will Davis Jr., 21.3. Taku Ito in bucket C, 10.0. Bob Downey, 4.5%. And Scott Martin, 4.3%. The Cruise research picks that you should go with, these are the top ranked guys from each bucket, is Wesley Gore, 4.6%. Logan Parks, 15.3%. Taku Ito, 10.0%. Bob Downey, 4.5%. And Gerald Swindle, 19.9%. And for Falcon Rod's Drain the Lake Challenge, our other fantasy game. Drain the Lake's an elimination style game where you can only use the angler once all season. Once you use them, they're gone for the season, so pick wisely. I saved some hammers for up north, so I'm kind of a little off of what some of the pundits might say because I kind of structured it a little bit differently. But I got Will Davis Jr., Austin Felix, Robert Gee, Justin Hamner, Tyler Rivette, Bryant Smith, Caleb Summerall, and Joseph Webster. Good luck to all of you out there in the last stop in the South before the Northern Swing. Hopefully the research picks are a little bit better this week than they were at Wheeler. It was a tough event for a lot of the really good anglers, so onward and upward, right? I'll leave you with the Anglers' career stats from before the start of the 2024 season. As always, I'll catch you next time.